think of life as whole, we understand we will encounter ups and downs. And when it comes to problems, we think of solutions before they get too big and out of our control. We always try to recognize them, and we understand that we are in some kind of undesirable state of identity, so we need to look out for solutions. Life is just like a stage show, isn't it? As every time we start our day, we are acting, starting from home to work, even while we are playing with our kids. It's just like every single waking moment of our life, we have issues and we are constantly working on and trying to solve them. But generally, we don't think about this as a part, but it's extremely very important. In this video, I am exactly going to make you look at what happens during a solution making process, and this is really going to put you into a really powerful place wherein you will have the ability to come up with the better solutions whenever you are facing any kind of difficult situation. Just to show you practically as an example, I'm going to erase a problem to solve it. So I'll be taking up this jumbled up Rubik's Cube solver. And this is exactly how our life is. We recognize that this is where we are, something unknown and unpredictable. From this cube, of course, what we want to solve, it is our desired end of state, which is to get all the same colored squares to be on the same side of the cube. But before I start, I want all of you to imagine this is how we see the world, something that looks much more different, like these different colors. And this is exactly how I want you to interpret the objective. Now our wish is simple, to solve this puzzle by making all the same color squares onto the same side of the cube. And this is exactly the kind of result we come with. Perhaps we have not actually turned any piece of the cell at each, because we could actually just do something like this. See, now I have got all the white pen stalks and all the black pen stalks collected on all their own sides of the cell. That's answered, right? Now here results are deducted from our perception, which means we come up with a result grounded on how we were suitable to see and understand the problem. But our perception is deduced from our mindfulness, and our mindfulness determines the perception, and the perception determines the result, right? Check out what happens if we increase our awareness. Let's say instead of only being aware of pure black and white, we are also aware of all the gradients of gray that exist in between. Now we are looking with the higher level of awareness. How does that change our experience of perceiving this problem? It's a little more nuanced, isn't it? These gray squares are different from these one with this level of awareness. And of course, we will probably start out minting with a solution that involves rotating the individual rows on the cube rather than just turning the whole cube at once. Interesting, right? That's a complete different solution than what we come up with the first time. It shows as we continue to increase our awareness, with a little time, we learn how to see blue as a mediator to solve this puzzle easier. Now you must have understood that the solution comes from perception, and we could come up with tons of different solutions depending how we perceive and aware ourselves. Now imagine, what if you and other person were both working on the same problems, but one of you is aware of blue and other person is only aware of orange sounds. It would have been crazy, right? But thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the world runs only because of Him, otherwise it was really going to be the mess because of the different perceptions. Here we need to understand is that every human is born differently with different perceptions and different backgrounds. But the important thing is to grow awareness with a growth mindset. And the important kind of the awareness that any human being can benefit from is understanding yourself better, which is self-awareness. Again, I would like to make you understand by taking an example of a farmer. A better farmer can be one who has built a growth mindset as a plinth to possess the plant awareness. With this concept, He will understand the process of evolution of the plants and can definitely guide us from the start, which is from the seed to the nutrients for the growth and development. Of course, he will guide us on how seed develops into the plant to leaves, and eventually those can turn into fruits. So how he can say this? It's only when he possesses the plant awareness through awareing himself, and it includes anything, maybe seeing his family doing this through his experience, learning, etc. Similarly, in extremely predictable patterns, human beings also develop the predictable patterns, and this is particularly true because of our mind. From the time we are born, we start experiencing things and we start to work in a way to solve problems. If we look at Big Bang Theory, we could realize that the world evolved through distinct states, step by step, one after the other. Similarly, every human passes through the exact same stage with increasing awareness. It's just like we climb stairs. As a result, we tend to understand and expand our perception with learning, failures, growth, development that turns and allows us to make better solutions. Isn't this amazing? So, what are these states and how we can learn and take steps high ahead is actually what this channel is all about. So, if you are interested in growing yourself, subscribe and be the part of this conversation. I think that sounds really awesome. Again, my name is Dr. Sumaya and welcome to Susan Diaries. Catch you in another video. Till then, bye.